Hi, welcome back to Rosy Budgets, or welcome if you're new. This is what is this? This is one of my typically 2 end of the month videos. I am flying solo for this one. We shall see if I'll also be flying solo for the second one. I'm recording this Thursday night, so I won't record the other one until tomorrow or Saturday. I don't know. But we shall see if I'm alone for that one too. But for this one, we are going to take the challenges out of here and put them where they are going. Although it's going to look a little different because basically from here on out, everything is just going straight to travel. Yeah. It's a lot of money to save, and considering I currently don't have a lot of money coming in, I gotta do what I can up until I do have more money coming in. So, to start, we are going to take out a couple things that are not going to travel. Okay, this first one, this is from Tobean Budgets. I received it in some Happy Mail from her. I don't know if it was when I made a purchase or when I received a giveaway, and it was, either way, it was a little freebie that came in, one of those 2 things. This saved up $50. Yeah, duh, $50. This is going straight into medical. Which currently doesn't have anything in it. Okay. Come on. Okay, so that money is in there now. Because it is evening, I am actually currently trying not to, I'm not the only one home, so I'm trying not to, like, freak out too much about that fact. So, trying to tell myself that it is okay. Alright, so I had 2 tinies and 2 minis that I finished up for, and I'm setting those aside for Christmas. Excuse me. My goal is to do like 2 a month. Even still with this whole travel thing, because I figured something out earlier, and I'll tell you about it in a second. I had to do some condensing on the side at some point because I needed the ones. So I just condensed this all into one. Like totaled it up and condensed it all into one because it's all going into the same place anyway. So we have $20, $35, $36, $37, $38, $39 going into Christmas. The binder's right in front of me. That's 39. 20, 35, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. Okay, so the calculator says I should have 57. We have 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is correct. I thought about not filling these out, but if I don't do it as I go, I'm going to forget. I think that is it for that one. And this last one, this challenge was, oh, probably should tell you who these were from. This challenge was from Brooklyn L Saves. This one And this one were from Angela Marie 888, and this one was from Overthinking and Budgeting. Well, do I really need to tell you who everything was from? Because I told you in the videos that they happened in. Nah. Okay, this money is going for printer. Going here in my I made some things. I'm so happy about them. But the money is going in here in my overly stuffed. Okay. I was going to say I can't wait to condense that, but that's money that I need for the week. So condensing won't be happening in that. Alright, so now we have the rest of it. I do have these tinies here. These were money that ended up getting used for like household goods. But I decided to keep them because I do want to save all the challenges up for the year. Got $8 here. Actually, I think I'm just gonna separate all this out and then we'll come back and count. Okay, so we should have $178 here. So we've got 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, and it came out correct. Okay, how am I going to do this? Because it's not simply going into travel. Okay, so I kind of made my own travel binder. I am using trackers. It's not really a challenge, they're just trackers, from the Ground a Dollar. Although I did make my own, since I have a laminator now, I did make my own little dashboard. It's a map. I'm using the binder that's housing my old money in it. My $1988 and my old $20 bill. But yeah, I made one for both the front and the back. But there are 7 envelopes here. And I think I'm going to do this pretty similarly to how I do Mini Mondays. This set of challenges, well, I'll tell you once we get there. Okay, I think what we are going to do today, since I actually have 7 envelopes, not just 6, I'm going to roll my 4-sided die, and that's just going to tell me how many bills I'm giving them. I'm just going to go in order until I run out of money, and then we'll move on from there. This is going to be a lengthy video, so I hope you guys don't mind. Okay, so to start this off, I have 2 challenges here, both from Neurospicy Budgeting. We have a Tim Hortons local where I live, and usually when we go on a trip, like the very first day, before we actually like get on the highway, we will stop at Tim Hortons, get some breakfast, get some coffee, and then we hit the road. And we usually do the same thing on the last day of trip. We will find a Dunkin' Donuts because that's typically what we can find. We don't do Starbucks, but we can usually find a Dunkin' somewhere along the way, and we will do the exact same thing. So I figured might as well use these and save money for them. I think I'm going to do Tim Hortons first and Dunkin' second. Okay, so to start, we have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, that's like half of what we needed for this one. I decided to do $50 for each thing, although the icons are $2 a piece, which will technically only make $48, but I will make up the difference and make sure it's $50 by the time we're done. So we are actually going to be able to mark off 2 rows worth of coffee cups. Of course, once again, I'm feeling, because this is like a new thing, I'm feeling very unsure of what I'm doing, so bear with me, please. Okay, this next envelope is excursions, and in this I included, or what I mean by excursions is like when we go to like museums or different like local attractions or anything that there might be a, wow, what is the word? Anything you have to pay to get into, basically. So, I decided to save up 140. I figured that should be enough. That's probably actually overkill. But, and I made each icon $3, and something about how I tend to do this is I will figure out the total I want saved first. Like I was figuring out how much I wanted for each thing. And then I divided it by how many icons I have, which I think is 56. Yeah. Okay. So if it comes out a decimal, I usually just round up to the next dollar. So I will end up ultimately having more than what I need in the majority of these, just because I'm not putting 50 cents in here for each icon. I'm not doing it. So, but we have 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have $26 going into this one. Okay, that means we can color in 8 icons. I haven't used these. Maybe there's a reason why I haven't used them. Alrighty. Well, I'll just put a dot. Just to let me know that those were in fact done. See, now I need to buy more markers again. I need to buy more colors of these size. Okay, this next envelope is emergency, just in case for whatever reason we might need money. And this will probably honestly remain cash, because last year when we were in Toronto, I went to buy tickets for something that we did, and I think that purchase got declined. So then I went and I did it through PayPal, which of course went through just fine. And then after that, I couldn't do anything. Turns out they had flagged that purchase as potential stolen. They flagged that purchase, and there is a number that will call to ask, if these last 5 purchases or whatever were done by you, and you can verify if they were or weren't. However, I did not have that number saved into my current phone at that point in time, so I just thought it was more spammy, phone call, so I didn't answer it. Now, I was kicking myself once I realized what had happened. So I was able to send my roommate money through PayPal. So I had to do that so that way we could keep doing the things we were trying to do. Because there were certain things I was specifically paying for. So I figure if I do emergency, keep it in cash, then I can at least have some money on hand for whatever. I figure 200's enough, should be enough. I made it $4 an icon. So we have 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, snap. Gosh darn it all. Okay, try this again. I think I need some water. Okay. I really need to relax because my roommate is currently asleep. I can tell. So, and Gremlin can't even hear me. She's in her room and doing whatever she's doing. So I really need to relax. We're good. Anyway, we have 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, $39. Means we can mark off 9 icons. We're going to use red for this just because emergency. A couple of these envelopes, man, they were previously used for something else, and I actually managed to peel the vinyl off, but there's residue on them, and it drives me bonkers. Okay, this next envelope is for transportation. Sorry if you wiggled a bit. That includes part of the gas, because I'm going to chip in for gas. That includes part of the parking, because I'm going to chip in for that. And any public transportation and or... I think we typically use Lyft instead of Uber. So if we do any sort of ride share for whatever reason, then that will also include that. And I'm the one with that app, so that money will come directly from me. I did $250 total that I'm saving for that. Each icon is $5. We have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2. We have 22 in here. So we can color in 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, this next envelope is souvenirs and shopping, which was supposed to get 3 bills. I was only able to give it 2, so we are actually going to be starting with this next month when I do this. So, because I do genuinely like the idea of starting where you left off and like maybe trying to mix them around or whatever. So we'll see what I manage to do next month. This is also, I'm saving up $250 for this. This is for obviously buying any souvenirs or anything like that, but I am also including merch. To be 100% honest with you, I am hoping that they sell merch in advance of the concert, because I'm not trying to wait in a merch line. I'm really not. I do terrible at waiting in lines, and just having to wait in a line to get into the venue itself is bad enough as it is. So I'm hoping they actually do sell merch online beforehand, and I will buy it then and just have it shipped to the house. So, but this is also going towards, like I said, souvenirs and any other shopping that I might want to do. So we have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2. Didn't the last one get 22? I will probably put it up on the screen if it did or not, because that's actually kind of trippy if it did. So we are also going to color in just 4 of these, because they are $5 a piece. Okay, next we have food and drinks. This is pretty self-explanatory. This is food while we're there, potentially at the venue, which could get costly. But yeah, the coffee money will also be, I think will be on top of this. Maybe. I don't know. I just kind of came up with a number. $350 should be enough. And this is just for me. Because we're going to be out there like 3. Let's see, we're leaving on a Saturday. So I will need money for like lunch traveling Saturday, dinner probably once we get there, depending on what time we leave. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we will be out there. And then traveling again on Wednesday. So that's 4 days total. So yeah, I figure $350 should be enough to cover all of that. Again, it's probably overkill. But I'd rather have too much than not enough, to be quite honest. So we have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. And each icon is $7 a piece. And that gives us 3 icons. Okay. This last one, honestly, this is the envelope that has given me the most stress when it comes to recording, saving for it. Because I got that nagging little voice in my head thanks to my anxiety and all that stuff that's just saying all the nasty, terrible things when it doesn't need to be. This is obviously for lodging. So this will be the cost of the hotel, which includes the security deposit, which you get back. So in total, I am saving $1,370. The reason for the cost of the room being so high is because of the proximity to the venue. I try mostly to get as close as I can. To make getting there and back as easy as possible on specifically myself. Because honestly, if we can walk there and back, that is fantastic. Because I don't want to stress out about how we were going to be getting back to the hotel, because it's late at night. I obviously don't know the city we're in. I don't know. There was one concert we went to, we tried rideshare, and that was just a nightmare and a half. I don't know the public transportation. There's too many variables for me to keep track in my head. So if we can get there easily by, at the very least, walking, then that's great. So I do try to get us within a mile of the place. That way we can walk if necessary. So yeah, and of course, things will be looked into, and maybe I can find alternative ways, because sometimes walking, because of the layout of the streets and whatnot, is just not all that feasible. So I don't know, it's definitely something that I need to look into more, but I do like to try to cover my bases. Not to mention, we had one particularly bad experience with a hotel, so now I am very picky about we're not doing that again. So yeah, I don't mind paying the extra for the hotel, to be quite honest. Also, the way her and I balance it out with the cost of the tickets and the cost of the hotel, it's almost as if we are each chipping in for half of Gremlin's share of whichever, with the way the cost ends up balancing out. So, yeah. Anyway. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3. Gosh darn it all. I was hoping to at least cover color in one icon because each icon is $25. Dang it. That's okay. That is perfectly fine. Okay, and I will be doing this binder instead of my month ahead binder every week, and I'm going to do it in a similar fashion to my month ahead binder. So I have already figured out how much to set aside for it each week and how much each envelope is going to be getting and all of that fun stuff. So, I mean, it's not a lot, but that's okay, because once a month this will be happening. So, or maybe I can do this once a week, since all of my money is going into this anyway. I can do this once a week for like a Friday video, maybe? I don't know. I haven't thought it through, but I already kind of want to go through and condense this. I will be doing a condensing video next because I do need to. I have so many ones scattered in and about the area. Okay, so we know we saved $178 total towards the concert. Well, the travel. But I am curious how much I saved overall. So we have that $50. Granted, that took me a couple months to do, but it still counts. That was 18. $9, 22. Where are those tinies? Oh, they're still right here. 8, 6, 6, and 6. So we ended up saving actually a total of $309, which is pretty freaking cool. I'm actually going to be saving all of these so they can go towards the count up for the end of the year, because I do want to know how much I saved overall throughout the year. Make sure everybody's facing the same way. Okay, I have this tin here that I got last year. My roommate ordered some it was a fundraiser from Girl Scouts, but these were like Thin Mint flavored candies, which, I mean, Thin Mint is my favorite of the cookies, so I was like, what better place to store my finished challenges than in here? Like the once I've dealt with all this, I could put them in here for safekeeping for the year. So okay, that is me done for this video. I realize you could probably tell very plainly that I'm like very nervous and on edge or something. that's kind of par for the course for me, to be honest, which you've noticed by now. I am 100% sure of that. If you made it to the end of this video, congratulations. You get a gold sticker. I do greatly appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, however chaotic and awkward it may have been, please consider leaving a like, a comment, or subscribing if you have not already. I'm gonna work out whether or not I want to do this just once a month or once a week, like whenever I get finished challenges. I don't know, because this is a pretty lengthy video already. I keep thinking putting my arm here is going to help me see the numbers, but it just makes them harder to see because of the shade of my skin tone. For me, my numbers are like right here when I look up. So I'm already 62 minutes into this. So I'm going to cut out as much as I can, or fast forward, or whatever, so that way it's not nearly as long for you guys, I promise. Yes, with all that said though, I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this. Stay warm. Oh my goodness, stay warm. We are supposed to be in the single digits as a high again for tomorrow. Today, Friday. But like every morning all this week, like it's been negative something whenever we've woken up. So I hope everybody's keeping warm. Stay safe this weekend, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye guys.